There are quite a number of things that I share on this channel, which includes how to secure offers to universities. I do a lot of campus tour videos. I also share a lot of study abroad tips, and I also talk passionately about scholarships when I do come across it. And so today, let's talk about scholarships. In fact, let's talk about the Chevening scholarship. Hello guys, my name is George Wilkinson and I'd like to welcome you back to this channel. This is the Global Scholar YouTube channel. On this channel, I share useful information for anybody planning to study abroad. And so if you love stuff like this, please subscribe and let's keep growing this community together. In today's video, I want to break down the Chevening scholarship. Now, I don't want this scholarship review to be like, any of the others that I've done previously. I just don't want to gloss over it and quickly tell you how to apply and then, just end the video and go my way. No. In this particular video, I really want you to understand what sort of scholarship the Chevening scholarship is, how different it is from any of the other scholarships you may have heard or from the scholarship I may have reviewed on this channel, and what it actually means if you win it. And so fortunately or unfortunately, this is going to be quite a lengthy video, but trust me, you would want to stay all the way to the end and to hear about every single detail that I have to share about this scholarship. Let's begin. First off, what is the Chevening scholarship? The Chevening is the UK government's international scholarships and fellowship program. It is funded by the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office and partner organizations. Most importantly, the Chevening offers individuals who have the potential to inspire, inform and influence positive change the opportunity to study at a UK university and to gain a UK educational qualification. Why is the Chevening so unique? The Chevening is more than just a year spent in the UK. It is a community with a global network of over 50,000 alumni. Now, before we go any further, there are 5 things that I've discovered about the Chevening that I want you to know about. Number 1, it is a highly competitive international awards program with over 1,500 awards issued every year. Number 2, one of the most critical defining factors for the grant of the Chevening Awards to any applicant is for the applicant to demonstrate outstanding leadership and influencing skills. Number 3, the scholarship supports awardees from over 160 countries from all across the world, with the exception of the United States and the majority of the European Union. Number 4, and listen to this attentively. The terms and conditions of this scholarship requires all scholars to return to their home country for a period of 2 years immediately following the completion of the award program. So just a little heads up, if you are looking at staying further in the UK after the completion of your studies, you cannot apply for the Chevening scholarship. Number 5, completing your award is not the end of your Chevening journey. Actually, it's only the beginning. There is the incredible opportunity to stay connected in a network of like-minded professionals in exclusive Chevening groups. Right, now that I've gotten you very excited about the Chevening, let me put some icing on your cake and tell you exactly what the scholarship offers. Number 1, payment of all your tuition fees, economy travel ticket to and from your home country, arrival allowance, the cost of your visa application for you. Number 5, departure allowance. Number 6, the contribution of up to £75 towards the cost of your TB test where this is required. Number 7, travel top-up allowance. And finally, a monthly personal living allowance, aka stipend, to cover the cost of your accommodation and living expenses. Now, this amount will depend on whether you are studying inside or outside of London. And also, the rates are subject to annual review. Sounds attractive enough? Now, let's look at what it takes to apply. Who can apply? Now, according to Chevening, there is no such thing as a typical Chevening scholar. But those who are successful with the application are individuals who tend to be ambitious, have leadership qualities, and have a passion for influencing positive change back in their country. Chevening doesn't really care about your gender, your age. They don't care about your sexual orientation, your religion, marriage, or parenthood status. Other attributes do not matter to them. What really matters to them is your ability to put together a very thoughtful application that demonstrates that you are capable at excelling on an intense master's course in the UK and that you have a very clear vision of the future. Now let's focus a bit more on the eligibility. Number one, you must be a citizen of a Chevening eligible country, and which I stated earlier that it shouldn't be the United States or any of the European Union countries. Now secondly, you should have completed an undergraduate degree program which will make you eligible for a place in a UK post-study graduate program as at the time of submitting your application. Number three, you must apply to 3 different eligible UK degree courses and have received an unconditional offer from one of these 3 choices by 13th July 2023. Finally, you must have at least 2 years of working experience, which is equivalent to about 2,800 hours of work. Now let's talk a little bit more about, the requirements for the work experience, because this is a very important part of the whole application process. You must ensure that you meet the minimum work experience requirement for the scholarship, which should be the minimum of at least 2 years. Unfortunately, if you do not have this level of experience, you cannot apply for the scholarship. Now, if you're thinking about whether or not you have this required experience, let's take a look at what Chevening considers eligible for work experience. Number one, full-time employment experience. Number two, part-time employment experience. Number three, voluntary work experience. And finally, paid or unpaid internship experience. Right, now that we have all that cleared out of the way, let's take a look at some of the documents required for you to submit your application. 3 main documents are required to be able to successfully submit your application for this scholarship. You need your educational documents, you need references, and at least 1 unconditional offer from a UK university. The deadline to submit these required documents are in the Chevening application timeline, which I will be going over with you very shortly. Now, how do you apply? Now, to apply for the Chevening scholarship, you have to visit chevening.org/apply. And then you select your country or your territory. Once you find your country page, just hit apply today. Finally, let's take a look at the application timeline for the Chevening scholarships. Now note that the process of selecting Chevening scholars takes a minimum of 8 months from the application deadline to when applicants are conditionally selected for an award. Now this update information is for the 2022-2023 application and intake. But regardless of whatever time you're watching this video, I'm sure the information hardly changes, and so you can use the information in this video. If there are any changes, be sure to visit the Chevening website for any further updates. So this is the Chevening application timeline, and for this year 2022, applications open on the 2nd of August. Chevening will continue to accept applications all the way until November the 1st, when applications will close. Now, from 2nd November in 2022, applications are going to be sifted against the eligibility criteria. And right from the middle of November all the way to December, reading committees, independent reading committees, will assess all the applications, and their scores and their rankings will then be passed back to the local British embassies and high commissions in the various countries. All right, now, so from the middle of February in 2023, applicants will be shortlisted for interviews. So once the embassies and the high commissions, across the various countries have reviewed the various applications that have been passed on to them, they will produce a shortlist for those that they will invite to interview, and notifications will then follow to these shortlisted applicants to prepare for their interviews. Whilst that is going on, from February to the later part of April, these shortlisted candidates will also be requested to submit their references, 2 references, and their educational documents prior to the interview date. Now, from the 27th of February right down to the 28th of April, which is like a month, the interviews will then take place. So the shortlisted candidates will be interviewed by a panel at the British embassies or the high commissions. Now, following the interview from June 2023, the results of the interviews will come out. The strongest candidates will be selected, and they will be informed that they have been chosen as awardees for the Chevening scholarship. Now, once an offer has been made, awardees have a deadline of 13th July 2023 to submit at least 1 unconditional offer from a UK university. Then from October 2023, your studies begin in the UK and you officially become a Chevening scholar. And then you will enter a prestigious international network that you will be part of for the rest of your life. Alright guys, so that is all the information I have to share with you concerning the Chevening scholarship. I hope you found it very useful. Nonetheless, I highly recommend you visiting their website and finding out even more detail and more information yourself. I'll put the link to the website in the description box below, but it is chevening.org. Smash the like button and let me know in the comment section if you have any further questions or if you have any comments concerning the Chevening scholarship. Now guys, remember that there are several ways to contact me. You can contact me via email, you can book a one-on-one session with me, and I also have forums and groups that you can join. You can also subscribe to the Global Scholar newsletter. I'll put links to all of this in the description box below. Until I come your way again with another interesting and useful video, my name is George. This is the Global Scholar YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.